Stay empowered and in it when it's hard to see. Patient come with time, just keep on believing. Yeah, we got to stay prayed up when it don't feel like enough. Hold on to the grind, come renew your mind, yeah. Let's talk, let's talk. Hanging in my Cashapp with RaylaMoore. Let's talk, let's talk. Hanging in my Cashapp with RaylaMoore. You gotta know.
What's up, you guys? This is your girl Rayla. I know it has been a minute, but welcome back to Let's Talk. Just a thought edition. Y'all, I'm outside. I hope it's not too windy and y'all can hear me clear. But I just wanted to get on here to encourage, empower, and enlighten. Honestly, I don't have a topic that I'm talking about specifically today. Just sharing my thoughts, sharing what's in this head of mine about how good God is and where I am at this point. And I am just so thankful that y'all are here to join me yet again, despite all this noise around me. I'm so thankful. And of course, if this is your first time joining me, if you're new to Let's Talk, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe while you're here. So y'all, I'm gonna be real. I would say the last month or so has been really trying for me. It's been a new experience. It's been a new level of commitment that's been required of me. It's been a new level of capacity that's been required of me because I'm doing something now. When I say I'm doing something, I'm talking about my job where I'm having to consistently work with people. And I think working where I work and interacting with the people that I interact with, I am coming into the realization of just how powerful, just getting a smidget more insight on the power of the love of God. The power of the love of God. In John 3:16, it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son." I've read that a lot. It says more than that. That whosoever believes in them shall not perish but have everlasting life. Y'all know how it goes. If you don't, go check it out. John 3:16. But as a kid, you read that Bible verse a lot, and even as an adult, you read it a lot and you're familiar with it and it's memorized. However, when you are constantly in a position to where you're facing the world up close and personal, it takes on a different meaning. You know what I mean? And it makes you realize just how powerful the love of God, the love of Christ is, to be able to take on the sins of this world, to take on the attitudes, the personality traits, the strengths, the weaknesses, the labels, everything that this world can possibly throw at you, the good and the evils that you see. It really has gone to show me, especially in this last month or so, the pure magnitude of the love of God. And what I'm also coming to realize that is, if you claim to be Christian, if you claim to be a disciple of Christ or anything like that, he will take you and put you in rooms and in situations and in front of people to where those parts of you, those elements of him that should really be mirrored in you and reflected on you because you're his child, right? He will stretch those things, and where you need to love more, he will strengthen the capacity for you to love more. Where you need more compassion, he will strengthen that level and that capacity in you to have compassion towards people, towards things, towards circumstances that you would have never, thought you could before. And that is what I'm coming to learn, just as a believer, as someone who does love the Lord and who genuinely and purely in my heart wants to do what it is that he called me to do. And of course we could say that and mean accomplishing things and fulfilling purposes, but even just fulfilling the purpose of walking and talking and being like who I'm talking about, being like God. If I'm going to bring you the Bible, if I'm going to bring you God, I have to have some reflection of characteristic in me of him, right? And so I believe that he presents those opportunities, and I also believe that it can be very easy to overlook those opportunities because of how difficult the opportunity is. If he opens the door, it doesn't always mean it's going to be easy. If you get that promotion, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy. If you get the grant to start the business, it's not going to be easy. And so sometimes that lack of easiness or that lack of comfort in a new season or in a new area of your life can present the fact that this is just hard, instead of that this is working my patience, this is working my kindness, this is working my compassion towards people that I didn't have 6 months ago. Another thing that is showing me is that God uses anything, and that he is so big. I found this opportunity on my lunch breaks to just start coming outside and just looking around and looking at my surroundings and saying, God, you are so big. You are so big. Despite my circumstances, despite what I'm going through, you are so much bigger than all of this. I look at the sky, I look how beautiful the day is. It's a gorgeous day out here. And I just have to reflect and really think on how powerful my God is, on how powerful our Creator is, and how He can just use the simplest of things to really get our attention, and how He can use the simplest of things. And he takes the foolish things and confounds the wise, right? Takes the foolish things, takes the things that we don't even think He's a part of, and He uses it for His glory. And His glory is in your character. His glory is in what He's able to do in you that you can then display to the world or display to your coworkers. And so this video, this Wendy video, was not meant to be long. It was just a thought, right? Wasn't meant to be long, but I just wanted to encourage you in wherever you are, in whatever season you are in your life, whether it's an up season or a down season, whatever you consider up or down, right? To know that God uses anything He wants to. And it doesn't always look good. It doesn't always feel good. Matter of fact, typically when it don't look and feel good, He's working something in you. And when you are getting worked on, I encourage you to look for Him in that season. I encourage you to look for Him in that launching of the book. I encourage you to look to Him and look for Him in that new position. I encourage you to look to Him and in Him for Him when you're starting that family. Whenever you're starting a new adventure, if you will, or a new opportunity, or a door is just busted open that you never saw coming, right? Look for Him. Use it as an opportunity to look for Him. I can't remember the scripture off the top of my head, but it says, commit to the Lord in all that you do. In everything that you do, commit it to Him. Whatever work you're doing, commit it to Him. Even if it's not at a church, right? Because you are the church, right? Whatever you're doing in the world, whatever you're doing on your position, whatever you're doing at home, commit your works to the Lord. Do unto others as you're doing it unto Him. Serve others as you're serving Him. When you go into a business, understand that it's not the CEO's business, but that is His business, right? Because without Him, the CEO wouldn't have the idea anyway, right? Let's just be real. Whether they know that or not, that's the truth, okay? All good things come from above, right? So in everything that you do, in every arena that you serve in, look for God. Do it as unto Him, and know that He is working something in you, even if you don't realize it or see it at that time. But I love you guys so much. I'm going to get off here. It's really windy. It feels good, though. It's a beautiful day out here in DFW. I feel like I have to yell over the wind. I don't know. But I'm really hoping that y'all enjoyed this short, sweet, just a thought segment video. And, I'm hoping that it encouraged your hearts, that it made you want to keep going, right? That it made you want to put one more foot in front of the other. And just keep striving. It's going to get better, babe. It's going to get better. It won't always be like this. This too shall pass, okay? And, you guys continue to pray for me. I'll pray for you all as well. And this is your girl, Rayla, signing off from Let's Talk, where we encourage, empower, and enlighten. Y'all stay tuned with me. I know videos have been far and in between, but I'm going to try to keep them going as much as I can. All right? I love y'all.
Let's talk.